Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some extra creamy macaroni and cheese. Yes, the holiday season is among us, so this is recipe number 1. I'm going to bring to you guys some of my holiday recipes that I enjoy with my family every year. So let's get started. So here we're going to melt a couple tablespoons of butter in a pan. If you have non-stick, that is ideal because we're going to be making a cheese sauce and you're going to be cooking that for a while, so you want something that is non-stick. Once the butter is fully melted, we're going to add in a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You're going to make sure that you stir or you whisk this really well because we want the cheese sauce to be nice and creamy. In the culinary world, this sauce is called a bechamel sauce, which will be used to make a nice, creamy, delicious base for our macaroni and cheese. So you want to make sure that you are whisking or stirring the pot as you are adding the milk into the flour and the butter because you want to make a nice creamy sauce. If you're not whisking it, your sauce could come out lumpy, and we don't want to do that. Not for the holidays, guys. So again, this recipe is going to be a very creamy textured macaroni and cheese. Here we're going to go ahead and we're going to boil the noodles. I boiled my noodles from 8 to 10 minutes. You don't want to boil it any longer than that. You can go by the package directions though. This is a pound of elbow pasta noodles. You do want to make sure that you don't overcook your noodles. So I'm only going to add in half of the cheddar cheese. I'm going to go ahead and throw all of the mozzarella cheese in there, but I want to save some of the cheddar cheese because we're going to bake this for a couple minutes. So I'm going to put a little layer of the cheddar cheese on when we put it in the baking dish. So just reserve some of that for the side. So guys, make sure you're whisking your cheese into your sauce really well because again, we are looking for a nice smooth bechamel cheesy creamy sauce. We don't want any lumps and all of that grainy texture, things like that. We want this to be really smooth. So you are going to put a little arm muscle into this recipe, but it's well worth it. So you're going to whisk it until all the cheese is nice and melty. But please stay tuned because I am going to record the actual recipe that I use for the holidays for my macaroni and cheese. I don't do a stovetop cooking method. I just mix everything in a bowl and then I throw it in the oven. So now we're going to add our seasonings. Here you're going to see I'm going to put a little bit of accent seasoning there. Guys, all of these seasonings are optional. I'm going to throw a little bit more salt in there because salt and pepper are flavor enhancers. Here's my secret ingredient here, guys, and this is ground mustard. Just a little bit of that. It makes it have even more flavor. And I'm going to add a little bit of Johnny seasoning. You can definitely just do salt and pepper. That's what my mom used making with her macaroni and cheese as we was growing up, and it tastes delicious just like that as well. So I did a little spoon test here. So this is telling me my sauce is ready to go. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the pound of cooked macaroni noodles, and I did drain them, but I did not rinse the noodles. Please do not rinse your noodles. You want to go ahead and add them in while they're hot. Going to go ahead and mix that well. Of course, you want to taste your food before you serve it to your family and friends because you want to make sure the flavor is right. Here I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. That's right, a little bit of sugar. I had a southern friend that taught me to put a little bit of sugar in your macaroni and cheese. It's not enough to taste it. You don't want to go crazy with it. Alright, so I'm going to add 1 large egg to this macaroni recipe. This is going to help bind it once it's in the oven. I am tempering the egg right now, just adding a little bit of that hot sauce in there, mixing it up really well because you don't want to put the raw egg just directly into the pan because you will get what? Scrambled eggs. Yes. So this will ensure that when you put your eggs in the macaroni cheese sauce that it will not scramble up. That is a chef tip, guys, because I have had some macaroni and cheese recipes where the egg it was probably like a southern style and the egg was baked like scrambled eggs. We don't want that. Now we're going to add just a tablespoon, a dollop of Daisy sour cream between the eggs and the sour cream. This is what's going to make this recipe extra creamy, guys. So in lieu of the holiday season, I am using some holiday music for my recipes coming up. But if you have been rocking with me and you like my intro music, that has been done by my brother. He is an excellent producer and he has just dropped a new album. So if you guys are looking for a super dope music producer, guys, make sure you check him out. The name of his album is called In Real Life. More details in the description box below. Alright guys, so let's get back to the recipe. I'm just greasing my pan with the residual butter that's on the wrapper. Now I'm going to add in half of my mac and cheese mixture in the bowl. And this is a 9x13 baking dish. So guys, tell me in the comments section below, are you guys getting ready for your holiday cooking and your holiday shopping? I am getting super excited, guys. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of my old subscribers and all of my new subscribers. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Leave me some comments and let me know below, what are you guys cooking for this holiday season? So there I just added a layer of that cheese slices that I had in the refrigerator. Again, you don't have to use that. It's optional. It's just that I had it in there and I didn't want to go buy more, so I added a little bit more of that reserved shredded cheese that we had left over. And then I'm just going to add the remaining cheese sauce and noodles on top. Gonna spread it around just a little bit, and then we are almost ready to put this baby in the oven. Alright, so once we spread that out, we're going to put one more layer of cheese, and then we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven. I actually cover my macaroni with foil. You don't have to do that, but I do that to allow additional cooking while it's in the oven and just to get this top layer of cheese, just to get it melted. And then once it's in the oven and that top layer is melted, then I take the foil off just so it can get a nice crusty brown color on top, which you're going to see in just a couple minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it pretty tightly with the foil. And now we're going to go ahead and throw this in the oven. I am baking that on 350. And that is what it looks like after about 25 minutes. This is what it looks like after I took the foil off for like another 15-20 minutes. And now we can go ahead and get ready to take this baby to the table. So the top is nice and brown with that extra layer of cheese that we have on the top, but you're going to see that the inside is super creamy. And I will say, this recipe and also the recipe that I normally make for the holiday season, it actually, guys, it tastes better the next day. So if you can make this the day before you're ready to serve it, all of those seasonings that we put in there, the salt, the pepper, the seasoned salt, the ground mustard, take my word for it, if you can make this the day before or even like 4 to 6 hours before you serve it, it's gonna be so much better. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, look at that creamy texture. If you are that person who likes a nice creamy macaroni and cheese, try this recipe, guys. And remember, if you can cook it the day before, that is even better, because all of these flavors are going to taste so much better the next day. Oh my goodness, all that flavor, guys. We love flavor over here, and this recipe is going to give you the flavor that you're looking for. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I have a couple more videos for the holiday season coming up, so make sure, if you are not subscribed, go ahead right now, guys, and hit that subscribe button. Follow me over on Instagram at Solo Dolo Cooking TV. Let me know what you think of this recipe, guys. Stay tuned for more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.